Okay, so this is part 2 of the return flight from Palomar to Van Nuys. I'm sure you guys saw in part 1 I got slightly disoriented on IMC, so I decided to punish myself and hand fly this entire flight from Palomar, including the IMC portion, all the way to Van Nuys. We're gonna fly on top of Los Angeles Airport, so...
Number 4, Romeo Mike, traffic 1.5 miles final, Cessna, without delay, runway 24 cleared for takeoff.
24 clear for takeoff, 204 Romeo Mike.
Number 4, Romeo Mike, contact SoCal departure.
Going to departure 204 Romeo Mike, thank you. SoCal, good evening, November 204 Romeo Mike, 900, climbing 3000.
204 Romeo Mike, SoCal departure radar, contact climb maintain 6000.
6000 Romeo Mike. Romeo Mike, enter the IMC at 1640.
4 Romeo Mike, thanks. Here's 204 Romeo Mike, proceed direct the Oceanside VOR.
Oceanside VOR, 204 Romeo Mike.
Giant 6 Romeo Alpha, connect approach 124.35. 124.35 for 6 Romeo Alpha.
.04 Romeo Mike, now on top at 2200.
204 Romeo Mike, thanks. Alaska 1098, contact approach 124.35.
2435, Alaska 1098, yeah.
Climb power is set, flaps are up, engine parameters and fuel pump is on boost.
Contact 733 flight, maintain VFR at or above 3,500.
Now we're going to do something nice, is use the flight director as a guidance. So we can turn on nav, and I turned on indicated airspeed, set it to 96 knots. But I'm not going to engage the autopilot, but I'm going to use the flight director as a guidance for pitch and bank. So in a sense, the flight director is what you control, and then once you turn on the autopilot, it's going to fly what the flight director is telling it. And now we are 4 miles from Oceanside VOR. Then after Oceanside, if we go to my flight plan, because I want to hand fly as much as possible, we're going to turn left heading 305, so we can actually bug that. 305. And we have 1,000 feet to go for our cleared altitude, which is 6,000. We asked for 10,000, but many times they just don't give it. On the way to Ocean to Palomar Airport, our filed altitude was 11,000, but they capped us at 7.
75733.
Now we're turning left to heading 305.
3,000. If you see a hole and need to get down even further, let me know and I'll get you pointed out with Palomar.
So the flight director even gives you the pitch, taking into account the crab angle, which is kind of cool. Now just to trim a bit.
8417 of Foxtrot flighting 150.
And there is 6,000. So lower the nose.
0 down to 4,000.
Now we can start leaning.
204 Romeo Mike, contact approach 128.1.
128.1, good evening, Romeo Mike. Approach, good evening, with November 204 Romeo Mike, level 6,000.
204 Romeo Mike, SoCal approach, only altimeter 3000.
Fuel pump is off, yes. Cruise power is set, yes. Now we can go to the engine and assist. Start leaning.
Delta 630, descend via, except maintain 7,000.
Descend being 17, 7,000, 630.
Number 4, Romeo Mike, traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles opposite direction is a Cessna, level at 5,000.
SoCal, good evening, November 204 Romeo Mike, level 6,000.
Number 204 Romeo Mike, SoCal approach, Long Beach altimeter 29er.
29er, thank you Romeo Mike.
Number 4 Romeo Mike, turn left heading 260, expect direct popper.
260, expect direct popper, Romeo Mike. So he's gonna give us direct popper, so we can have that ready, and once he does, we'll do direct to enter, and we'll fly direct to popper. Now, for the flight director, it wants us to turn right because I have nav pushed in, even though Autopilot is not engaged. But if I to turn heading on, Autopilot is not going to do anything, it's not on. But the flight director will change to maintain the current heading.
Approach 128.1. November 4 Romeo Mike, proceed direct popper, descend and maintain 4,000.
Popper, 4,000 Romeo Mike. Okay, so now we're going to do direct to enter. Now we can change it to the nav.
4580 SoCal approach, would you like to
And now we're going to follow the flight director. We're going to change the altitude to 4,000.
4580, turn left direct clever, press clever at 5,000, cleared, RNAV Zulu.
And I'm going to do indicated airspeed and increase it. And let the flight director command our descent, and I'm just going to follow it. Now we are direct to popper, and we are roughly around 19 minutes from our current location. It'll probably be a bit more, because we'll still have to do the approach into Van Nuys. I'm kind of surprised he let us descend. He made us descend to 4,000 now. I mean, the ILS approach into Van Nuys starts at 6,000.
Class Bravo in 6.5 miles.
They do all these little tricks to accommodate the Los Angeles Class Bravo.
Number 4 Romeo Mike, contact approach 124.3.
124.3, good evening, Romeo Mike. Approach, good evening, November 204 Romeo Mike, 4,600, descending 4,000.
204 Romeo Mike, SoCal approach, tele altimeter 3001, are you direct popper?
Affirm, direct popper, 3001, 204 Romeo Mike.
Thank you.
American 1625, 2,000, climb via the dot.
For Romeo Mike, proceed direct Santa Monica, depart Santa Monica, heading 310.
Direct Santa Monica, and then depart Santa Monica, heading 310, 204 Romeo Mike. Okay, level at 4,000, direct to Santa Monica. And then he wants us after Santa Monica to do heading 310. So what we're gonna do is bug heading 310. And now we're gonna fly to Santa Monica. And we should be there in 7 minutes. And then after 7 minutes, we're gonna turn right 6 degrees.
Class Delta below in 6.7 miles.
310 out of Santa Monica.
This for Romeo Mike, climb maintain 5,000.
5,000 Romeo Mike.
Descend heavy, turn left direct kegs.
I think he heard me complain. Make sure his full rich boost pump is on. Now let's bug 5,000. Just one thing I need to get used to is how to align the bank, the yellow and the magenta. Sometimes I do the opposite of what it wants me to do. Then I realized that the bank is going further away, and then I corrected. We're very close to LAX actually. We might catch a couple of departures out of the clouds. And so far I did not use the autopilot at all. I do see a lot of airplanes on TCAS, but I'm not seeing any of them visually.
Local departure is 41 Golf Heavy, good day. 1,300 feet, climbing 5,000 feet.
Sir, 41 Golf Heavy, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 12,000.
Climb and maintain 12,000, space 41 Golf Heavy.
Bearing 2699, turn left direct kegs.
Left direct keg, spirit wing is 2699.
You can't keep me.
Bearing 2699, climb via the CIT, except maintain 15,000.
Climb via the CIT, except maintain 15,000, spirit wing 2699.
There's no need to pretend that you don't when you do.
Approach, good evening, November 204 Romeo Mike, level 5000, direct to Santa Monica.
Give me just a minute. Twilight 81, traffic no factor, descend to maintain 5,000.
So maintain 5,000, Twilight 81.
There's 204 Romeo Mike, SoCal approach, Burbank altimeter 3000, Van Nuys Hotel, and expect outland Zulu, runway 16 right. If you want something else I can accommodate though, just let me know.
I appreciate that. We'll take the ILS Zulu, runway 16 right, and 3000 for the altimeter at Burbank, 204 Romeo Mike.
Van Nuys Airport 8 is Information Hotel, 0151 Zulu. Wind 130 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 19. 2.11. Altimeter 2996. ILS Zulu runway 16 right approach Nuys. Landing and departing runway 16 left and right. Traffic pattern limited.
Twilight 81, contact Van Nuys Tower 19.3.
19.3 for the tower, Twilight 81, we'll see you.
I don't see how he said sky clear below 12,000 if I see an overcast layer. Maybe it could be haze? Who knows? Anyways, we're gonna set up for the ILS, so let's go to procedure, select approach. And we have ILS Zulu, runway 16 right. And we're gonna do vectors to final. Barrow. Then minimum is, let's load up the plate here, 1,100. So now we're gonna put 1,100, enter, then load, okay. Now we have the approach, yes, thank you. Now I put in the frequency 111.3 for the localizer. Now because we have heading activated, then the flight director sort of giving us a guide. I think I'm getting the hang of it. And I flew this entire flight by hand. The morning departure that I did out of Van Nuys was a little, I would say, sub-prime. I got slightly disoriented. I maintained heading perfectly, but I had trouble maintaining airspeed. Gonna shoot us way in the mountains deep into Santa Clarita, and then we'll be vectored. And we are right on top of the mountain.
Cirrus 4 Romeo Mike to riding 080.
080 Romeo Mike.
Cirrus 717 Alpha Foxtrot, contact point Mizzou approach 124.7. Cirrus 4 Romeo Mike is 3 miles from Junot, turn right heading 130, maintain 5,000 till established localizer, cleared ILS Zulu, runway 16 right approach.
Position checked, right heading 130 and maintain 5,000 until established. Clear for the ILS, runway 16 right Zulu approach, 204 Romeo Mike. And now we're going to ferry, which is 3,800, so now we can reduce. Ferry is the final approach fix, so now we need to slow down and do our before landing checklist. Seat belts, they are good. Fuel pump is on boost. Mixture is full rich. Flaps as required, autopilot as required, and before landing checklist is complete. Van Nuys Tower, good evening. November 204 Romeo Mike, ILS 16 right, Zulu approach.
Cirrus 204 Romeo Mike, Van Nuys Tower, running 16 right, clear line, wind 1206.
16 right, clear to land 204 Romeo Mike, thank you. Okay, there is white arc, flaps full. Okay, runway in sight.
Class Delta below in 1.1 miles. 2 mile final runway 16 right.
Mixture is full rich, boost pump is on, flaps are full, on the glide slope, on the localizer, runway in sight. A bit too slow, lower the nose. A slight left crosswind.
43957, we're at 4,600 descending, circles just west of Van Nuys.
Camera 175 Mike Echo, Van Nuys Tower, Romeo 16 right, continue.
Continue, go back.
Minimums.
Minimums, runway in sight, mixture, boost pump, flaps.
Number 957, at your discretion, you can enter any kind of leg for the pattern at your discretion. It looks like you're circling for the weather to the west.
Circling to the weather, for the weather to the west, and trying to avoid Burbank's airspace. We will enter probably straight east this way, 957.
Number 957, never mind that. Yeah, just maneuver as necessary. There's no tracking amount for Burbank. If there is, I'll let you know.
Awesome, thank you so much. We'll start making our way to the airport, 957.
Romeo Mike, you're going to the prop park?
Mach 1 please, Romeo Mike.
Romeo Mike, roger. Continue to high speed Mike. Remaining frequency taxi to Signature West via Alpha.
We're taking this next high speed, take west via Alpha 204 Romeo Mike, and I wish you a pleasant evening.
Thank you, have a good one too.
Okay, we pulled it off.
Back with Mike,
Back to Van Nuys.
Number 1.
Some good IFR practice, and we landed. 8:10. A little bit earlier. Oh, look at that. I can't believe it. We're not gonna push the airplane.